What's up, everybody? My name is Kyron Chase, and one thing, and still, brother versus brother, heavyweight champion of the world, Kyron Chase. Yep, I beat Kyrie. And you will be seeing him sing such classics such as Biscuits and Gravy, American Males, I'm the Honky Tonk Man, and Just Look at Me.
I'm done.
You will, in a few days, you will be see Kyrie singing such classics, and
But guess what? I can't sing it because I don't know it.
That's why I'm gonna give you the lyrics. Anyway, let me just say this right now. NXT clearly outshines SummerSlam as usual, and I'm not gonna review NXT Takeover, but I can give you my quick analysis on it real quick. Tag team title match of the night. Joe and Nakamura was a very hard-hitting fight, and Bayley and Asuka's most brutal women's match I've ever seen. And also Bayley's send-off almost made me cry. Bobby Roode's entrance was amazing. Loved Nakamura's entrance. Bayley's entrance was good. Asuka's entrance was good. I loved Ember Moon's finish, and I loved the blood moon behind her and the red eyes. And that's about it. Now let's go to SummerSlam. I think this pay-per-view, up until Cena versus Styles, it was good. But after Cena versus Styles, that's when it started to fall. But I'm going to go through every match and tell you what I thought. And I'm not talking about the pre-show because there's no reason to. First up was Jericho versus Enzo and Cass. It was a fun opener. Enzo and Cass, as usual, good on the mic. Not much noteworthy things happened, but it was still fun. And, I wasn't expecting a technical classic, but I was expecting something fun, and that's what I got. Jericho won. Kevin popped up Enzo like he was going for the pop-up powerbomb, but Jericho caught Enzo with a cold break, and it looked kind of botched up. Hey, I'm trying to do a video. It looked kind of botched up. But other than that, it was still a fun opening match. I guess I had to give it a C+. Next up, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. This match was really good, and probably the second or third best match of the night, depending on.
I'm not because that match was good. It was like a lot of.
You weren't even here for that match, though. I'm sorry. That's my friend Terry. Anyway, I thought, Sasha. I love Charlotte's black robe, and I love Sasha's jacket. Sasha hitting the Frankenstein from the top rope was really good, and kicking out of the natural selection. But of course, WWE completely pissed me off when Charlotte pinned Sasha when she reversed the bank statement.
They should have just had, if they was going to do that, they should have just had Charlotte keep the title.
But here's why. Because Sasha's gonna be gone for 33 days, but I believe in injury. So I guess it makes sense.
She hurt.
And I know for a fact, likely Bayley's gonna be the one gonna come up to Charlotte tomorrow night on Raw. But honestly, besides the ending, this match was really good. I gave Sasha and Charlotte a B plus. Next up was The Miz versus Apollo Crews. This match was not very good. I just thought it was awkward. WWE has failed on Apollo Crews to the point where no one cares about his character, and The Miz, what can't be said about The Miz? He's a good heel. People don't like him, and ever since Maurice came back with him, like I said, he's gained his momentum again. Miz won with the Skull Crusher finale, which was not shocking, which I was happy about because that's who I picked, and Kyrie picked Crews, so I was already up on the matches right there. I gave Miz an pop, but honestly, other than that, there wasn't much interesting things that happened, so I gave the match a D. Next up was y'all some immature people. I'm sorry about them. Next up was easily for me the match of the night: John Cena versus AJ Styles. This match helped me beat him. But
I hate AJ Styles. You know who's my favorite?
AJ and John put on an incredible match. Both men, brought it. Seeing AJ kick out of the Super A from the middle rope was shocking. I was begging for him to hit the spiral tap, but he didn't. He hit the Styles Clash, Cena kicked out. They both survived each other's finishes. AJ hit the Styles Clash and then hit the Phenomenal Forearm for the win, and to help me retain my title, and will let you see a comment from Kyrie. This match had everyone in that basement on that, all over the place, because it was a mixed bag. I rooted for AJ and Kyrie rooted for John, even though it was against our favorite wrestlers, but it was still a really good match and my favorite of the night. And then after the match, AJ won. AJ winning cleanly was what I was happy about, because the way he beat John at Money in the Bank isn't seen as a real victory for me. AJ winning cleanly, however, was perfect. And then after the match, I don't know what it means. John left his wristband and never give up wristband in the middle of the ring as he walked away. What does this mean? Did he retire? I hope not, because I think I don't want him to personally, because that's my idol. But if this is his last match, even though I doubt it, what a way to go out. He put AJ over completely cleanly, so the IWC can finally shut up about saying never putting people over cleanly. And I think this should lead AJ to a feud with Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship. I gave John and AJ an A. That match was my favorite of the night. Now, from this moment on, the pay-per-view started off pretty well. A solid tag team match, great women's title match, so a crappy IC title match, and Cena and AJ was a great match. So the first 4 matches were good, but this is where the event started to falter. Next up was Luke Gallows and Anderson versus the New Day, Kofi and Xavier, who had Jon Stewart with him. This match, really, no one was really interested in, and it's a shame how far, Anderson and Gallows, they became one-note jokes, and in Japan they were complete, awesome in the ring, but nope, got to make those guys jokes, and Stewart getting involved made no sense, and the club were about to smash his balls into the ring post when Big E came back and saved him. From the and saved him, which was cool, but at the same time, what was gain and loss? I mean, New Day lost by DQ, but at the same time, it wasn't a good match. The only thing I remember was Kofi jumping over the ropes and doing the pose where he held his crotch. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna deny. But that's about it. That's all I can remember from that pay-per-view. From that match. I gave that match a D. Another D. Next up was Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. The crowd was just dead for this match. And for the WWE title match to be smacked right there, I kind of understand, but at the same time I don't. Dean and Dolph didn't put on a bad match. It was solid, but not as good as it could have been. And the crowd were bored. And I don't know who to blame, because Dean and Dolph are both capable workers, and it had a good build to it, and the promo was pretty good. But the crowd just didn't seem to be into it. I thought it was solid. Of course, Dean Ambrose won, which is something I expected, because trust me, I ain't had Dolph winning. Dean kicking out of zigzag, I expected. Dolph wore like some white or silver pants. They were alright. Dean hit the dirty deeds for the 1, 2, 3. Really, there was nothing really spectacular about that match, though. I mean, it was just okay. And for two people, on a level of Ambrose and Ziggler, I was disappointed. But it wasn't bad. It was solid. So I'm gonna give it a C. Next up was Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Bella from accidentally. I predicted to be Nikki Bella, and it was correct. And it's just sad that Nikki got a bigger pop than anything that happened in the WWE title match. And this comes from who's not even a Nikki Bella fan. I never cared for Nikki Bella. But the crowd seemed happy to see her, and she is going to be on SmackDown, which is something I'm happy about, because I think that's best for her. really, but other than Nick, the only highlight was Nikki coming out because really, other than that, there wasn't much to remember from the match. Uh, the heels won, so is Nikki a heel or a face? But then again, the Bellas alternate between heel and face. It doesn't matter. I mean, she joined the heel team, but she got a face pop. But the Bellas they switched between heel and face so much to the point where no one, I don't care. I gave the match. I don't want to be mean, but at the same time, nothing happened in that match that was noteworthy. Besides Nikki coming out. So because of Nikki's return and she debuted a new finisher, I thought she was gonna do the attitude adjustment, but she didn't. And because of that, I'm gonna give this match a C. I think, but here's one thing I will say about this match. I think it was a mistake to use this, what could have been a showcase for stars of a new era as a means for Nikki's return. It could have helped launch Carmella Bliss, but it just felt like a return to the status quo. And this isn't me hating on Nikki Bella or anything, but that's just how it feels. But I gave that match a C. Finally, the match started. Finally the pay-per-view picked up again with Balor versus Rollins. Now this match was a lot. First off, let me just say this now. I don't like the Universal title design. It's basically the women's title that's painted with the strap painted red. It was a slower bout than I thought, but it was still a really good match. Seth was fantastic. When it came to not relinquishing his punishment on Finn, and Finn looked comfortable under the spotlight. That's good. And WWE's bold booking of Finn Balor continued when he beat Seth with the coup de grace. I mean, me and Kyrie both picked Finn, but I really had a feeling Seth might have won. It was still a really solid match, just slower than I thought between two fast-paced workers. But the new era needs fresh faces, and Balor is a perfect fresh face. And of course, I think we're gonna have some sort of rematch at Clash of the Champions, which I think will be good. Of course, will be good because they're two really good workers. Also, the crowd. I think this match was hurt by the crowd who didn't like the belt, and neither did I, because it sounded like they were chanting "Balor sucks," but they chanted "That belt sucks." And Finn kind of did get booed, not because he won, but when he held the title up and Mick gave it to him. But Finn won. Finn got hit with a pedigree kicked out, and he hit Seth with a coup de grace and won the Universal Championship. So, I enjoyed the match. I gave it a B+. Not as great as I thought. It wasn't a match of the year candidate. The only match of the year candidate was Cena and Styles, but this was still a good match and debatable second or third best match of the night. Next up was kind of even close, a match. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. The match never started. The match, this is WWE's own fault for giving away the match, the full match on Raw, and then they give us a non-match on SummerSlam. Should have been the other way around. The match started up, the two beating each other up. Rusev hit Roman with the steel steps, and then Roman grabbed a chin, started beating Roman. Roman grabbed a chin, started beating Rusev, and Roman walked away. The medical attention arrived for Rusev, and he got speared. Fans booed the fact that there was no match. What else? What else happened? Apparently Reigns got booed, but they muted the crowd because someone I follow on Twitter said the booing was louder than what it appeared to be on TV. Really, I can't give this a grade because there was no match, so I'm not even gonna give it a grade. Finally, Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar, and this was everything I said it was gonna be. And man, did it underwhelm. This match only went 11 minutes. The women's 6-women tag match lasted just 38 seconds shorter. This match was not very interesting. Brock suplexed Randy 7 times, threw him through the announce table. Randy hit an RKO on the announce table, hit a DDT. I'm sorry, Brock did hit Randy with an F5, but Randy kicked out. Hit him with a DDT, RKO, he kicked out. Then Brock started beating Randy down some more. Randy started bleeding. And the match was stopped because of TKO. Lesnar's ad because of TKO, and Brock continued to beat down Randy Orton. And then Shane tried to stop him, and Shane got F5, and Paul Heyman had to literally stop Brock. What a disappointing way to end a major show. This is the second consecutive year where SummerSlam ended. Main event ended bizarrely with people confused and more people not happy. But unlike Lesnar and Taker last year, this match wasn't even that good. Having Lesnar obliterate and kill Randy is a smart move, but the execution failed. You don't hype a match up like this, like WWE did, and sell it as a headline of a marquee pay-per-view, only to have it end so quickly. Now, Kevin Owens winning by TKO against Sami Zayn at NXT TakeOver Rival was different. That worked. It was theater and it was actually the peak of Kevin Owens. This, on the other hand, it was just more gimmicky and anticlimactic. I don't know what they was gonna plan for Randy Orton now, because I don't know if that spot with the blood was planned or not, because Randy lost a lot of blood. And if this is intended to be, I hope this. And then a lot of people were chanting Goldberg. I don't even like Goldberg, but I kind of did want him to come out because it would have, made this end on something. But no, he didn't come out. And after Brock F5 Shane, he walked away. If this was intended to be the finish of the night, then WWE stumbled completely badly. And because of that, I can't give this match anything higher than a D+. And I don't want to do that, but I have to. And I called this match. I said what was going to happen, and it happened. So let's see. What am I going to get SummerSlam? Jericho and KO, Jericho versus Enzo and Cass, I gave it a B. Sasha and Charlotte, I gave a B+. Miz and Apollo Crews, I gave a D. Cena and AJ an A. Gallows and Anderson versus New Day, I gave that a D. Ambrose and Ziggler a C+. The 6 women's tag match a D. A 6 women's tag match a C. Balor and Rollins a B+. And Rusev and Roman didn't have a great. And Lesnar and Orton, I gave a D+. I have 3 Ds. This could be. It's not the worst pay-per-view of the year, because I think Fastlane still was worse, because this pay-per-view still had Cena and Styles, Charlotte and Sasha, and Balor and Rollins to save it. But 3 matches of 13 were really great, and the tag team match was fun. But so with that being said, I gotta give SummerSlam a C-. And that's just me being nice. I could really drop this down to a D. But Cena and Styles was just too awesome. Balor and Rollins was good. And Charlotte and Sasha. Those 3 matches saved this pay-per-view from getting anything lower than a C-. That's the best I can do. I was so hyped for SummerSlam. And WWE completely disappointed me. And NXT clearly outshined it with an incredible tag team match. And a really good NXT title match. A really good women's match. A good debut for Ember Moon, Robert Roode's entrance, and No Way Jose and Austin Aries was good too. So Takeover clearly outshined SummerSlam here. But this is probably my last video of the summer, because I start school a week from Monday. But until next time I see you, my name is Kyron Chase. I will see you guys next time.